What's up, you beautiful chaos magnets? It's your boy Albert, the savage narrator who doesn't sugarcoat a damn thing, diving headfirst into the emotional dumpster fire that is Reddit's True Off My Chest. Today we've got 3 confessions so loaded with guilt, betrayal, resentment, and straight-up human stupidity that they'll make you question if anyone in your life is actually who they say they are. These aren't little white lies, folks. These are the kind of secrets that rot you from the inside out until one day you just explode online like a pressure cooker with no release valve. If you're here for the messy family drama, the fake victim Olympics, and the buried truths that could nuke entire bloodlines, strap in. This is going to be a wild ride. Let's kick it off with story number 1. Picture this. A 28-year-old woman we'll call Sarah drops this bomb in the sub. She's been the family ATM for 3 straight years, secretly bankrolling her deadbeat older brother's entire circus of a life, while her own savings evaporate like they owe her money. Her brother, 32, married, 2 kids, zero shame, lost job after job because, surprise, showing up hungover and blaming everyone else isn't exactly CEO material. Rent, covered by Sarah. Groceries, Sarah. Car note on that flashy truck he needed for his new business idea? You guessed it. Sarah's been wiring money like it's her full-time job, all because mom and dad keep hitting her with the classic guilt trip. He's blood, Sarah. Family helps family. Don't be selfish. Meanwhile, the parents are sitting pretty on their retirement, pretending they don't see the pattern. But here's the part that makes my blood boil. Sarah's been skipping her own doctor visits, putting off buying a house, even canceling a dream trip she saved years for, while her brother posts Instagram pics of blessed family nights and splurges on new sneakers and a gaming setup. The resentment. It's been simmering so long, it's basically a lifestyle now. She tried to set boundaries last year, told the brother to get his act together or at least contribute something, and he straight up laughed in her face, then ran to mom crying about how Sarah's turning her back on family. Parents sided with him, of course. Classic. The escalation hit peak insanity 2 weeks ago when the brother got fired again and immediately hit Sarah up for emergency medical bills for one of the kids. She paid it. Again. But this time, she stared at her empty checking account and realized she's 1 bad month away from living in her car, while her brother buys another round of takeout. The turning point? Sarah's typing this post at 3 a.m. because she finally decided she's done. She's cutting them off cold turkey. But the guilt is gnawing at her like a rabid raccoon. Her parents are getting older, her brother has kids, and she keeps hearing that voice in her head saying she's the monster for finally choosing herself. Listen. This confession came with enough emotional damage to power a small city. Sarah, baby girl, you didn't sign up to be the family martyr. You got manipulated into financial slavery by people who weaponized family like it was a get-out-of-jail-free card. The brother isn't struggling. He's thriving on your exhaustion. The parents aren't innocent victims. They're the puppet masters who trained their golden child to bleed you dry. Some people do one bad thing. This whole bloodline built a whole personality around bad decisions and called it love. Everybody in this story needs therapy, accountability, or a long nap away from other humans. My final judgment? Cut the cord yesterday. Blood doesn't entitle anyone to your peace or your paycheck. Let them feel the consequences they earned. Savage? Maybe. But necessary? Absolutely. But hold on, because if you thought that was a masterclass in resentment, wait until you hear story number 2. This next one takes emotional immaturity and turns it into performance art. Buckle up. Enter Mike, 22 years old, college guy with a friend group tighter than a drum. He confesses he started a lie 6 months ago that has now snowballed into a full-blown fake cancer scam. It began small. He didn't want to help a buddy move apartments one weekend, so he casually mentioned he was feeling off from treatment. Friends asked questions. Instead of shutting it down, Mike doubled down. Suddenly he's got chemo fatigue, bad scan results, the whole tragic playlist. Now his crew is in full hero mode. Fundraisers, meal trains, one friend even postponed their honeymoon to stay in town for him. Another buddy rearranged work shifts to drive him to fake appointments. They've cried with him. They've called him inspiring. They've shared their own vulnerabilities thinking they're bonding over real pain. Mike's living his normal life behind the scenes. Gym, parties, part-time job, zero health issues, while watching these people pour their hearts out. The guilt finally cracked him when one of the girls in the group broke down in tears during a group chat, saying Mike's battle gave her the strength to leave her toxic relationship. He sat there staring at his phone, healthy as a horse, feeling like the biggest fraud on the planet. The escalation? The fundraiser is hitting 5 figures. People are donating vacation money. One friend made a whole TikTok series about supporting your people through the hard times. Mike knows the second he comes clean, he's not just losing friends, he's becoming the villain who weaponized cancer for attention. He's trapped in the lie he built because deep down, he admits he felt invisible in the group and wanted to matter. This is not just drama. This is a full emotional landfill fire. The fake innocence here is so obvious it practically introduced itself with a sad violin soundtrack. Mike, my guy, you didn't just tell one lie. You built a whole personality around bad decisions and called it a journey. Imagine holding on to this mess for months and then dropping it like it's a casual life update. Nah, this is the kind of betrayal that scars people forever. Those friends aren't supporting a sick guy. They're supporting a black hole of manipulation. The guilt here is loud, but unfortunately common sense never joined the conversation. At some point, these people stopped making mistakes and started making traditions out of chaos. My takeaway? Sympathy is a hell of a drug, and Mike got addicted to the attention high. Come clean, take the L, and maybe learn that real connection doesn't require a fake tragedy. Otherwise, you're not just lying to them. You're lying to yourself about what kind of person you want to be. All right, if your jaw isn't on the floor yet, we're rolling straight into story 3, and this one is the nuclear option for family secrets. The kind that makes Thanksgiving look like a war zone waiting to happen. This confession comes from Emily, 35, who's been carrying a paternity bomb for a full decade. She did one of those at-home DNA tests out of pure curiosity back when they first got popular. Results came back, 0 match to the man she's called dad her whole life. She confronted her mom in private, and mom cracked immediately. One drunken affair during a rough patch in the marriage, Emily was conceived, and they decided the lie was better than the truth. Your father is a good man. It would destroy him. This is our secret now. So Emily agreed. For 10 years, she's played the perfect daughter, smiling through family dinners, holidays, and inside jokes, while knowing her entire identity is built on a foundation of silence. The people involved? Dad, now 68, the steady, loving guy who coached her sports teams, helped pay for college, and still calls her his little girl. Mom, the gatekeeper who acts like the perfect wife but has been low-key gaslighting Emily ever since. You're overreacting. It's ancient history. Don't rock the boat. Emily's been rotting inside with resentment that keeps growing. She missed out on knowing her biological father, who apparently passed away a few years ago. She feels like her whole life has been a performance, and now the turning point, Dad's health is declining, heart issues, some hereditary red flags on his side, and he asked Emily for detailed family medical history for his doctors. She's staring at the paperwork, realizing she either lies again or drops a truth bomb that could end him. The escalation has been slow burn torture. Emily's caught herself resenting Mom so hard she avoids being alone with her. She's questioned every memory with Dad, wondering if he ever suspected. The guilt is crushing because she loves the man who raised her, but the anger at being forced into this lifelong charade is louder every year. She's typing this post, wondering if she should tell him before it's too late or just keep carrying the weight until she breaks. This confession came with enough emotional damage to power a small city, and then some. The hypocrisy here is so thick you could spread it on toast. Mom out here playing the devoted wife while her one mistake became her daughter's lifelong prison sentence. Imagine holding on to this mess for 10 years and then dropping it like a casual life update. Emily's been living the lie every single day, smiling while it ate her alive. The fake innocence from Mom is so obvious it practically introduced itself at the dinner table. Everybody in this story needs therapy, accountability, or a long nap away from other humans. Secrets this big don't stay buried. They fester and rot everything around them until the whole family tree is poisoned. My final judgment? Emily, you deserve the truth even if it shatters the picture-perfect illusion. Dad deserves to know who he actually raised. And Mom? She doesn't get to decide whose life gets built on lies anymore. This isn't protecting anyone. This is emotional cowardice dressed up as love. Whew. I need a minute after all that. 3 confessions, 3 different flavors of chaos, but every single one proves the same thing. Humans are messy as hell, and secrets are the gift that keeps on giving. Giving you ulcers, broken relationships, and viral Reddit posts. So hit me in the comments right now. Which one of these was the most insane? Was it Sarah getting financially milked by her own bloodline, Mike's fake cancer sympathy circus, or Emily's decade-long paternity time bomb? Which confession had you yelling at your screen, "No way they did that"? Drop your pick, tell me why, and let's argue about it. If this video hit you in the feels or made you cackle in the dark, smash that like button, subscribe for more savage narrations of Reddit's wildest true-off-my-chest dumps, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next emotional car crash. This is Albert signing off. Stay savage, stay honest, and remember, some secrets are heavier than others, but the truth is always lighter in the end. Catch you in the next one. Peace.